Hey guys, welcome back to Godzillathon. Super sorry for the delay. I was supposed to end 2 episodes before New Year's Eve, but the thing is that I couldn't because one, I wanted to do this quietly. I don't want anyone else around me. And second, I was super sick. Oh my god. I was super sick. My head hurts. I kept sneezing a lot and I've been coughing too much. Oh, man. But right now I'm feeling so fine. And yeah, I'm in a hurry because I want to finish Godzillathon like before King of the Monsters. And yes, I know the Planet Eater comes out sometime this month. I don't know if I'm really excited for it. Well, I mean, I could try to watch it. So yeah, but anyways, we are now on episode 21, and that is Godzilla versus Spacegodzilla. The weakest Godzilla film of the Heisei. Well, I don't know. Well, excluding Godzilla 1985, this is the weakest. So, but is this movie better than Godzilla 1985, The Legend is Reborn? By far, yes. But if I'm gonna exclude that movie, this is the weakest. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm reviewing this movie. But so yeah. Well, listen, I know Gojifan1993 loves this movie so much. Well, I think he does because, well, for one reason, Spacegodzilla is his favorite monster. Look, Chris, I totally agree with you. I agree with you there. I love Spacegodzilla, but he's not my favorite monster. He's part of my top 10 favorite monsters, let's be honest. But my favorite monster is, aside from Godzilla, it's a mix with 3 monsters: King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla. Those are my, I don't know which one I like more because those 3 are amazing. So this is the second movie where Godzilla, in the Heisei, where Godzilla fights another match. The original idea was, I read this actually. It's Little Godzilla's Underground Adventure. That would have been interesting right there. I would have loved to see that. So, and this movie came out in 1984. 1994. I'm so sorry. 1994. Godzilla's 40th anniversary. Yeah, Godzilla's 40th anniversary. And this is basically like the original idea was last year to end it just because of the death of Ishiro Honda. But this is not the case. And it was supposed to be Akira Ifukube's last music, the last time he composed a Godzilla movie. And again, this is not the case. So, anyways, I don't want to wait. So, I don't know if I want to keep talking right now because I don't want to waste my time here. So, let's begin. So, the movie opens up with like a giant crystallized monster that's coming from space, like floating around in space. You don't get to see the face in the beginning, by the way. But it was like blurry. And then like it shoots out some space crystals, and there were only 3 that landed on Earth. And what location, you might ask? Well, Birth Island, of course. After those 3 crystals landed in Birth Island, we get a shot of the same shot of Godzilla roaring underwater, like what we saw in Godzilla Mothra: The Battle for Earth. And then when the logo pops up with the music, it just, when I was a kid, it scares the shit out of me. Like, da da, that type. I know it's weird, but I know I know that sounds weird, but still. But anyways, we cut to the United Nations Godzilla Countermeasures Center, or UNCGCC. UNGCC. I'm sorry about that. Made a new robot, like a combo of 2 vehicleized machines, and combine, and it creates like a robot we now known as M.O.G.U.E.R.A, which it's kind of like, which is now like, which we know as like, which is probably like a new type version of Mechagodzilla, but less cooler, which By the way, M.O.G.U.E.R.A's first appearance was Mysterians, and this M.O.G.U.E.R.A is looks and is which his characterization is a lot different. This M.O.G.U.E.R.A is somewhat different. Like, his characterization is way different than the Mysterians version, because the Mysterians version looks like yellowish and it's more alienish. So this M.O.G.U.E.R.A is more like is like the mobile Operation Godzilla Universal expert robot and aerial type. So I mean that sounds weird, but I'm just gonna call it M.O.G.U.E.R.A because why not? So they created this robot to like probably fight Godzilla, and after the defeat of Mechagodzilla 2. So yeah. Then so yeah, this machine considered they said it's like an ultimate counter Godzilla weapon. Stupid, by the way, because you can't use that thing. I don't know what to expect because M.O.G.U.E.R.A is just a weak character. So I don't even know how to experience with it. But anyways, moving on. So then Miki gets involved, and they made a new weapon. They made a new weapon called the Ultimate. It's called Project T, which can actually control Godzilla. But to be honest, Miki actually hated this idea, especially since like you can't do this. She wanted to protect Godzilla, but the real problem is that it doesn't work, which we'll get to that in a moment soon. So, and then we meet two characters, Koji Shinjo and Kayoshi Sato, from G-Force. They were on a cruise and they were gonna head to Birth Island. Of course, Birth Island. Why not? So when they arrived there, they were about to see something like, oh, what is that? One of the guys looked at, it's a space crystal. Then the guy would, then I believe I don't know which one it was. I think it was Kayoshi, that some other guy that was still in the island, Akira Yuki. Yeah. He just stabbed a spider. All he did was just stabbing a poisonous spider from his neck, and like say, oh, you gotta be careful. That thing could kill you. It's poisonous. So yeah. So this guy, Akira Yuki, he was there. Which it was explained that he wanted revenge against Godzilla, and for some reason, it's because of his best friend Goro Gondu, who was killed by Godzilla during the events of Godzilla vs. Biollante. Yep. So, and guess what? They meet. So when they're still walking, they actually saw little Godzilla. By the way, guys, I don't understand why you dumbasses hate little Godzilla. Little Godzilla's so cute. He's such an adorable little bastard, and he looks way better. Bear with me. He looks way better than fucking Minya. Minya stinks, and he looks like, yeah, obviously Minya looks like garbage. So, little Godzilla. I mean, I know he is more popular than Baby Godzilla, sadly, but he is more cuter than ever. I love little Godzilla. He's so cute. And the roar is kind of cutish and different too. So yeah. So then Miki and her friend China Tsu both arrived from a helicopter, and I believe with this scientist guy named Sumutsu Okubo. Yeah, that's his name. By the way, China Tsu, let me bear with you guys. I think this is the same girl we've seen in Godzilla vs. Biollante. I think it's the same. I don't know if it's the same character, but it's the same actress. Aren't you looking at this? I mean, come on. But so these three arrived on Birth Island, and they have a lot of. They brought the Project T and this helmet that Miki could use to control Godzilla. So then they set up my. By the way, before that, I kind of want to mention when these three guys I mentioned, Koji, Kayoshi, and Akira, were walking around the place after meeting with little Godzilla. Um, at night, one of the guys was showering or something like on the island, but Jesus Christ, you can even see this guy's butt crack. Was that Akira's, to be honest? I mean, that's disturbing, okay? It's just totally disturbing. Why would they ever put this in a Godzilla movie? That's like this should have been like an R-rated Godzilla movie. But anyways, moving on. So they all brought Project T with them. But then the mines go off with pink gas or something. Well, actually before that, they put some of the guys put mines there. The three guys I mentioned. Miki, she actually saw little Godzilla, and when little Godzilla actually saw her, like he was like, it's not like he's like, it's not like he sees Mickey like he sees Yuri in the previous film, like if Yuri was his mother, but to Miki he actually has a crush on Miki. So, I mean that's somewhat of a King Kong type, like a monster who loves human women, but little Godzilla actually loves Miki big time. I mean, yeah, Godzilla actually stares at a woman he like in Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, but that was only for a few seconds, and that was it. Even though that was planned for King Kong. Anyways, so later on they actually so at Project T10 they were working on this whole situation that they could control Godzilla. But then when they heard the mines go off with pink smoke, Miki was desperate and upset that little Godzilla walks to those, and that squeal, it feels like he was scared. And I hate what Kaiyoshi said. It's all his fault. He just walked that stupid thing. Son of a bitch. You don't that's not nice. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Little Godzilla just got scared of this situation, and he just walks back. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. This is something I forgot in the beginning. After Miki's discussion of hating Project T back on Tokyo, she actually Mothra makes an appearance as a cameo, and she actually spread out with all her little fairies, like a whole bunch of Mothra fairies going out to the cosmos, just like we saw in the Battle for Earth, appeared to Miki and said the world is in danger, and if Godzilla is defeated, this planet will be destroyed. So like say Miki asks like what's going on, and they're trying to tell her like it's a space monster that's about to come, and it's so powerful. So, yeah, I'm so sorry for forgetting about that. That the Cosmos and Mothra appeared. What the fuck was I thinking? So, the people who work at, I forgot what it was. Well, NASA actually responded to the UNGCC. I'm so sorry about that. And they actually reported that what they found in outer space was a space monster. Like they see it from their satellites. A space monster attack the NASA satellite or something. And then of course the UNGCC sends M.O.G.U.E.R.A out to space to check out what is going on with this, what the space monster bullshit and blah 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 blah. Yeah, homie, who cares? I mean, M.O.G.U.E.R.A's gonna get his ass kicked. I mean, obviously. So back on Birth Island, still working on Project T. Then, well, finished with it. But then Godzilla arrives back on Birth Island, and he got owned by, or no, he actually got into a trap by the mine that little Godzilla actually walked into by accident. Well, Godzilla got to there, and he starts turning around. Then they launched like a little device that's supposed part of Project T, so like they could control Godzilla. So, but guess what? How many times do we have to go over this? It doesn't work. You can't control Godzilla like that. It doesn't work. So then they use Miki to try and communicate again. Godzilla can actually sense Miki big time. Like, he knows he could sense her. But then Akira still desires to shoot him, like, big time. I mean, think about it. Akira wants revenge against Godzilla after the death of his friend. So yeah, but going back to outer space, we meet M.O.G.U.E.R.A finally goes up to a space monster who reveals to be, yes, I'm just gonna say the name already because who the fuck cares? Space Godzilla. So yeah, space crystallized monster equals Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla and M.O.G.U.E.R.A fighting in outer space and for a few minutes and for just 2 minutes, and then boom, M.O.G.U.E.R.A's defeated. Who the fuck cares? We don't need M.O.G.U.E.R.A. M.O.G.U.E.R.A's just a stupidized monster. Robot. Jesus Christ. So then, back on Birth Island, everything goes dark. Like, the sky turns dark, and all the characters, the human characters, including Miki on Birth Island, actually saw the space monster, like, revealed with his own body, and Miki's like, that space monster looks like Godzilla. Of course, come on, that's Space Godzilla. Little Godzilla walks up to him, like, first time meeting your uncle, huh? Uncle Space Godzilla. So, Space Godzilla attacks Little Godzilla. Godzilla arrives against Space Godzilla, and both of them had a drawn-out fight just for a few minutes. It's not a bad fight. Godzilla's atomic breath doesn't work against Space Godzilla because he could deflect it, like, with no problem. After Space Godzilla defeats Godzilla, he uses whatever telekinesis to carry out Little Godzilla and, like, kidnaps him and traps him in a crystal prison. And then Space Godzilla flies off to space. Well, flies up to Tokyo. There was one scene that was actually deleted. I'm so angry that Toho deleted that scene. That Godzilla goes up to the space crystal trying to reach out his son so, like, he could break him free. He was trying to go up to him, but he couldn't. So Godzilla's desperate and decides to walk off to go up against him. What were they thinking? Why would they took that scene off? So back in the military, at the base, well, G-Force basically. So they were talking about what's her name again? This girl I mentioned that she was with Miki, like, since Biolante. She mentioned that like, talked about the origins of Space Godzilla, where he came from. Basically, he came from the cells of Biolante that went to the sky, and Godzilla's flesh that was stuck on Mothra's wings, and they went into a black hole. By the way, guys, that asteroid that we talked about, that was the end of Godzilla vs. Mothra, the 1982 movie. That Batra was supposed to stop this asteroid that was going to hit in 1999. So Mothra must have sent all of Godzilla's flesh, which Biolante's cells went inside. So she stopped the asteroid and sent it to a black hole. But everything's gone wrong because the asteroid that was going to hit in 1999 became Space Godzilla, because all those things, the mentioning of Godzilla's flesh and Biolante's cells. So yeah, that's how the asteroid became Space Godzilla. So it's pretty cool, to be honest. Like, I really love that. So back on Birth Island, Miki was visited by the fairy Mothra with the cosmos, encouraging her to continue helping Godzilla, who may be the Earth's only hope against Space Godzilla. As the fairy Mothra departs, Koji approaches, like, asking her, like, if she's doing alright. She's like, yeah, doing alright. Both Miki and Koji are growing increasing fond of one another, but each have a very different opinion of Godzilla and how he should be dealt with. So while Miki like respects Godzilla as a living creature, as she respects Godzilla a lot with a right to live. Koji, as a soldier of G-Force, is sworn to fight the monster. Hours later, when they were sleeping at night, some assholes, which one of the guys we saw that came to Birth Island, kidnaps Miki, like, and takes her to that secret warehouse or something in a helicopter, and just beat up two guys. Yeah, Koji and Kyoki. Did I say his name right? Koji. Kaio. That's his name. Koji and Kaio. They got beaten up, big time. Jesus Christ. So then they called out from another helicopter, with this girl. I keep forgetting the name now. So to head back to Tokyo to save Miki. However, meanwhile, back in Tokyo, Spacegodzilla starts attacking the whole place, like everything in Japan, flying around and basically creating the whole area of space crystals to become a fortress. And the main tower, I can't remember, the one that King Ghidorah starts first attacked in Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, where I think it's the same one Shindo used to work at before he died. Used to be at. And yeah, so King Ghidorah, that's the same tower, now actually becoming Spacegodzilla's main energy power. Very interesting. So Kaio and Koji both appeared in that warehouse where Miki is held captive. When the Project T was like asked her if she could actually control Godzilla. Yeah, she refuses to talk. But of course, these guys were killed, and the power place was exploded during the time Spacegodzilla attacked. And Miki, yes, is safe. So Koji saved her life, and they left the place. So, yep, these assholes are gone again. So meanwhile, Godzilla is of course swimming towards back to Tokyo to stop Spacegodzilla and save his son. But there's one nitpick that I'm sure everyone's gonna tell me, like, so I don't want to. So I think I should cover this up. That Godzilla's tail starts like flipping around. His tail was about to fall off. Like there was one clear shot of it, but that was just it. So yeah, that was just a safe thing. Yeah. So then Yoki, Koji, and Kaio arrived to the UNCGCC. No, the UNGCC, sorry. They arrived there to pilot M.O.G.U.E.R.A. Yoki wants to be captive of M.O.G.U.E.R.A. so like he could attack Godzilla again. So he starts going out. So they start going out as M.O.G.U.E.R.A. but then Koji just knocks out Yoki and decides to pilot M.O.G.U.E.R.A. So M.O.G.U.E.R.A. and Godzilla start heading out to Spacegodzilla and his fortress. So Miki and Gondo, yeah, I finally got the name right. Gondo, the female, her brother died. Drove somewhere around Tokyo. I can't remember where. And then finally M.O.G.U.E.R.A. was the first to reach Spacegodzilla. By the way, guys, throw hate comments at me because I wish Godzilla King of the Monsters cannot be a long fight in the final battle for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I'd rather be like a standard fight instead of super long. I would take any short, somewhat fights of Godzilla Final Wars over this. But is this one better than Godzilla and the Condor fight? You bet your ass it is. But that's not saying much, because this is the part where I immediately fall asleep. I can't even remember the timing of how long was this going to be. Like, this is basically, I'm going to probably say a 30-minute fight. Oh my god. I wish King of the Monsters' final fight was nothing like that, because this is the #1 longest fight in a monster movie, and I nearly passed out. I was like, oh my god! And there's so many reasons why. This is the longest, and you just want it to end like so bad. It was like, oh my god, finish this fight already! Yeah, the final battle between Godzilla, M.O.G.U.E.R.A, and Space Godzilla is super long, and Space Godzilla is so hard to kill. So M.O.G.U.E.R.A attacks Space Godzilla. Godzilla finally arrived to fight Space Godzilla, and the fight was pretty much intense. Like, oh my god. So Yoki gets back up. So they all, the M.O.G.U.E.R.A splitting into two vehicles is pretty cool. Still nothing special. So M.O.G.U.E.R.A finally, Godzilla knocks down the tower. Yeah, this is basically going to be a short fight, a short review of this fight. And Space Godzilla's crystals explode because M.O.G.U.E.R.A fights, like, shot the missiles from the drills and basically blew up both Space Godzilla's space crystals on his shoulders. And he gets so pissed he impales M.O.G.U.E.R.A with his tail against his stomach. Yeah, just a stupid Samus thing. No need to mention that. So Godzilla, so they all, so Yoki and, so Koji and, Kai, Yaiko, Jesus Christ, that name, oh my god, this is probably one of those movies Kaio, there we go. So Koji and Kaio escaped already, but Yoki was left, respectively, and Koji decides to save him, and Yuki's like, no, screw this, let me die, or something, and he's like, no, and Koji's like, no, you're coming with me. So, and Gondo and Miki arrived to help them out, far away from that fight, and of course they got out alright, before Godzilla can actually finish off Space Godzilla. And when Space Godzilla's finally on the ground, Godzilla decides to activate the Spiral Red Beam like he did to Super Mecha Godzilla, and boom, bitch. So both M.O.G.U.E.R.A and Space Godzilla has exploded. Yep, there we go. So that was probably the end of the fight. Oh my god. I don't want to. Yeah, I know this. It's like a talking short type, because honestly, I don't really. Because really, it's probably the longest fight, and that's how I could sum it up for. So yep, at the end, Space Godzilla meets his demise with the roar. You hear at the end. Back on Birth Island, we see little Godzilla, like, out safe, and he starts to like, shoot out some bubbles from his mouth. It's kind of like Minya with the what was it again? With the smoke, the smoke rings. Well, he just fired a weak atomic ray with, like, little bubbles coming out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cute there. The fairy Mothra goes to Miki. So which the cosmos starts shouting out, "Thank you very much for saving Earth," and Godzilla heads back to sea, and the fairy Mothra goes up to space again. That's the end of the movie. Oh my god, that was probably, yes. Like I said, it is the weakest film of the Heisei, but actually kind of better than some other Godzilla films I've watched are pretty dull and dumb. But watching this compared to the Battle for Earth, I don't know which one's better, to be honest. Like, honestly, I don't even know. The music, well, I don't even know how to describe the music. It's not Akira Ifukube. No, it's not Akira Ifukube. It's I'm trying to find the name right there. It was, so the name of the composer was Takayuki Hattori. Yeah, and Isao Jetto. I don't even know how to describe that composer. But no, there's no Akira for Cube soundtrack, whatever. Character-wise, some of the characters are great. Koji's cool. Kayoshi's nice, pretty cool. And yeah, I should have said Kayoshi. It's a Kaio or whatever. Yoki, he's kind of a dick. And Miki, obviously, the Heisei cannot live without Miki. Miki's great, obviously. So, yeah, that's how much I could say, but let's talk about the monsters. Obviously, I'm definitely going to start with my least favorite, M.O.G.U.E.R.A. Yeah, he is pretty stupid, obviously, but M.O.G.U.E.R.A's first appearance was in the Mysterians, let's all be honest, but that was a different M.O.G.U.E.R.A. That was an evil M.O.G.U.E.R.A. in the Mysterians, and this one is more like a military M.O.G.U.E.R.A. So, and he's definitely looked like the cross between Mechagodzilla and Megalon. And yeah, no wonder why someone, Zazubar actually makes fun of it, that to say it looks like the bastard child of Megalon and Mechagodzilla. It's pretty funny. But still, M.O.G.U.E.R.A. to me is pointless, obviously. Little Godzilla. Come on, people. I fucking want to rant all these people who said bad things about Little Godzilla. Little Godzilla is such an adorable creature. If you guys hate him, well, fuck you guys. Little Godzilla is the cutest thing in the world, and I love Little Godzilla. He's so cute. How dare you say something nasty about Little Godzilla? He's a better looking child than Minya. Any sons of Godzilla could be better than Minya. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Fuck you. Fuck you in the ass. To those of you who hate Little Godzilla. Oh, sorry. Fuck you to those who hate Little Godzilla. Fuck you. So,
The Space Godzilla monster is my all-time favorite Godzilla kaiju.
Okay, Goji fan, you got what you wish for, yes. So, Space Godzilla. Okay, Space Godzilla is a very cool monster. Why is there... So, I don't even know how to describe it. He looks amazing. Okay, the name. I like the name. I love Space Godzilla. I love the name Space Godzilla. Yes, I agree. The name's kind of lackey because I'm sure they call Galactic Godzilla. But hey, Space Godzilla sounds like a cool name, and the design. Oh God, Space Godzilla looks amazing. Look at that. Shoulder crystals, everything with Space Godzilla. He looks amazing. I mean, he's pretty awesome. I love it. Now for Godzilla. Oh man, this is probably the most popular design for Godzilla, and that's why there's like an SH Monster Arts and NECA Godzilla figure for this guy. I did own the NECA Godzilla 1994, but to me it looks too much like the 1992. Yeah. SH Monster Arts does it better, but still, this is probably the most popular Godzilla design out there. And I mean, he does. He does. So, yeah. Nothing to say. The tail thing, yeah, kind of lackey. But still. Also, Godzilla looks much better than the previous film. Yes, indeed. So, that's how much I could say about this. So, yeah, the film is kind of, whatever. But when I introduce to people who are not Godzilla fans, yes, I'm going to say this again. It's up to you with this movie. It's up to you. But still, they could sometimes get bored or whatever. But my average rating is probably going to be a 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. But average 7 out of 10. Not as good as Mechagodzilla 2. But I don't know, compare this to Godzilla Mothra: The Battle for Earth. It's sometimes not as good as that, but other people could say it's better, whatever. But still, 7 out of 10. And I'll see you guys next time. But one last thing I want to mention is, every Friday I'm going to be recording I'm going to record Godzillathon every Friday. because Monday through Thursday I am super busy. New semester came out, and it's gonna be a really busy week. Every week could be very busy except for Fridays, and that's how much I'm gonna deal with. So basically, yes. Next week I will review the next episode. I'll see you guys next time. This is SB Goji Fan signing off. Bye.